Hey, it's Chime Time and this is Cooking Avenue, and today we're going to be cooking Matchaga, which is like a two-in-one tutorial because we're literally making two-in-one teas. We're mixing Chaga tea with matcha tea to make Matchaga. And what you need here is a freshly boiled kettle of hot water, and this is a Le Creuset kettle. This is like my favorite, my pride and joy. It's like this bright colored green. And chaga mushrooms, which are from Optimally Organic, and they're really good. And also we have a Kushmi tea. This is their matcha, and they also sell a kit which comes with your traditional bamboo scooper and wooden whisk, which I'm going to show you in a moment. And also it comes with a like a clay type of urn. And it's really important that you use the proper things, especially the clay urn, because it heats up the chaga. The matcha. It's not just ceremonial, it's like a very specific temperature. And it's gonna make a difference for how nutritious the actual benefits of the matcha actually are. There's like a lot of ways where they just like toss it in or brew it a certain way. It actually really needs to be whisked. Like it's like a craft. It's been proven for many hundreds, maybe thousands of years, but it's the way it's done and you should do it. You should take the time to love yourself. So what we're gonna do is start by steeping the chaga, and that's gonna be done with one of these tea collectors. It's like a reusable tea bag. And if you wanna look inside here, that's what the chaga looks like. It's a ground up mushroom that grows on the trees, like the healthiest chaga grows on the trees of Siberia, but also can be sourced very healthily from Canada. Not as good, but a little bit more affordable. This is actually Siberian. So you close that up. And especially for the matcha, you want as hot as you can get. Like you really need that kettle to be whistling to get as much nutrients out of the matcha dust powder as you can. Now matcha is actually a green tea, but through the extraction process, the leaves are turned into a fine powder. Here's what it looks like here. So before you scoop it with your bamboo scooper, you want the actual ceremonial bowl to be warm. So you're gonna wanna pour a little bit of your hot water into the bowl. And like clay bowls are really, really good. Regular glass won't cut it because this absorbs the heat very, very well. And then you're gonna pour it into your sink. And then you're gonna take some of this matcha, maybe get like a big tall scoop like that, and you're gonna pour it in the middle. Close that up for good measure, keep it fresh. And you're gonna pour a little sprinkle of water into the mix. Whoop. Just enough. And then you're gonna take your bamboo whisk, which looks like this. It's a little pretty thing. And you're gonna mix up the matcha, moving it back and forth. And basically what you want as a result is for the liquid to kind of get lighter as you're whisking it, because it's gonna get a lot of like fine bubbles, and that's gonna increase or decrease the pigment, like make it a little bit more hazy. So it's a bit of a process, but this really, really extracts the nutrients and prepares it for like the hot water, and which your body is gonna like drink and digest it. Like it enhances your body's ability to obtain the nutrients out of like the ingredients, because the ingredients by themselves are very like good and everything, but they're just not fully prepared. And they can only be prepared like in the moment. It's not something that you could prepare ahead of time. Like those matchas that you find in bottles, like they might have gone through a similar process, but it's been sitting in a bottle for a while, so it's gonna lose a lot of its properties. Like, it's fresh this way. You wanna have it, everything you eat, fresh. Just tastes better, and it feels better, and it works better. So after you whisk for a little while, it should look something like this. I don't know if the camera can see it well, but that's what it should look like. And then you pour it right into the mix, which I should have removed the this guy first, but that's fine. He's gonna go in the sink. And if you have a little bit leftover matcha, never fear. You could add a little bit more. Swirl that around and get that in there. So as you drink it, you're gonna wanna like, you know, the first sips are gonna be whatever's at the top. It's gonna like sediment at the bottom, but as you get like halfway down the cup, you're gonna wanna like stir it around to liven up the sediment into the water and then keep drinking. So that's the way you drink it. I'm not probably not gonna film me drinking the whole thing because I wanna like take my time and enjoy it. But this is Cooking Avenue and I'm Chime Time, and this is how you make what I've created, like Matchaga, which is Matcha and Chaga. Thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna enjoy this now.